Hello students, welcome back. So as we are talking about the heredity and evolution, in that only we have to discuss about the chromosomes now. So let's talk about the chromosomes and also how the chromosomes are varying and also what are the shapes of the chromosomes and how it is affecting the other characteristics from the parents to their offspring, right? So let's start with the chromosomes, right? So what is meant by chromosome? So first of all, E. Strasberg discovered that chromosomes in 1875. So he is the first scientist who discovered them. So later on, they are thread-like structures and are called as a chromosomes due to their affinity towards the dyes. Nothing but when you add color to that, so automatically usually dyes means generally everybody will think that dyes means coloring. For those who are having the white hair, for them it will be having the brown color or black color or something, right? So like that, even for chromosomes also, when you stain them, when you give color for them, dye, so they are appearing the thread-like structures. So that is why they are mentioned like that. So genes are located on the chromosome and the genetic material of the chromosomes is DNA. So genes are located on that. So as you look at the chromosome, this is chromosome and also these genes are coil-like structures, right? So when you look at that, it is having the DNA structure. So inside the chromosome, genes are present and genes are having the DNA. Like this, the continuation will the chain of the continuation will take first chromosome, next inside the chromosome genes are present, next inside the genes what is present, DNA is present, okay, right. These are also called as a hereditary vehicles as they are capable to transmit hereditary material to the next generation. Hereditary nothing more, transfer of characters from the parents to their offsprings. Have you ever wondered, students, some of your relatives may be telling that you got like your parents like mother eyes, you got your face like look like a same exactly like your father and like that, and your hair and every body structure will be look like your father as well as the mother characteristics, right? So like that. So next, these chromosomes sometimes may have the different shapes also. So this chromosomal theory of inheritance was given by the Sutton and Boveri and proposed this theory in 1902. So they proposed one theory to explain about how the genes are transferring and how does this affect. So this theory consists of the following salient features. What are those? So somatic cells are diploid in number. What are somatic cells means? When you are taking any kind of a cell, so they are able to give the new cells, that is. So these consist of two sets of the chromosomes and one set from the mother and other set from the father. So those are we call as the somatic cells. So somatic cells are always in the diploid number. This point is very important, students, underline this, okay. And next, the chromosomes retain their structural uniquenesses and also identity and continuity also, right. So these are also made changes from one characteristics to another. So the pair condition of the chromosomes is resorted during fertilization. So resorted nothing but again they will be, so for example 23 chromosomes from the father, 23 chromosomes from the mother. So what happened, totally we are getting the 46 chromosomes in the pair of a 23 pairs, right students? I hope you understood. Okay, like this. So they are resorted. The behavior of the chromosomes during meiosis at the time of the gamete formation provides an evidence that genes are located on chromosomes, okay. So this evidence makes us to find out that genes are located on the chromosomes. This also explains the mechanism of segregation of the characteristics at the time of the gamete formation. So this is also explaining about the characteristics and how does it is forming the generation to generation and during gamete formation, nothing but male gamete or female gamete. Next, as you look at this independent assortment of the chromosomes. See students, here these colors are very important, orange color, green color, and also as you look at the yellow color, red color. So during the meiosis anaphase stage what happens, and during the meiosis anaphase stage what, meiosis to anaphase what happens here, they are resorted nothing but exchanging the characteristics. As you can see, orange and also yellow same characters have separated and germs also get separated during the meiosis. And here also same thing, as you can see, possibility 2 is the possibility 1, like this also they will be appearing, but the red color they may exchange also. Here red color may come and also green color exchanging. Here also there is a possibility as you look at this. So I hope you understood, right? Independent assortment, nothing more, as they are having ability of moving towards anywhere and also anytime also. That is what, students. Next, structure of the chromosomes, right? So as you look at the, each chromosome consists of 2 strands which are called as a chromatids. As you can see here, chromatid, this is a one chromatid and also this is another chromatid, like this. The 2 chromatids of the chromosomes are joined together at a point called as a centromere, and this is the centromere region. As you look at the structure of the chromosome, as you see here, 2 identical chromatids are present, and one is an exact copy of the other, and each contains one DNA molecule. So this is how the nature of the chromosomes, right? Chromatids. And P arm, short and also long structure will be, and centromere, constricted point of the chromosome, is also present. And Q arm, long arm structure is called as Q arm, short arm structure is called a P arm. Next, DNA molecule, long string like DNA molecule formed into compact structure by proteins called as a histones. So DNA is completely made up of a proteins called as a histones. Next, depending on the position of the centromere, and chromosomes can be of the different types, attain different shapes during the anaphase stage. What are those? First one is telocentric, not in humans. This cannot be seen in the humans, that is telocentric type of the chromatids. Here no other chromatids are present, there is because centromere is completely making them into convert. Next, acrocentric, light chromatids can be seen. Submetacentric, and 3/4 structure will be seen. And also metacentric, P arm is short and Q arm is long. Like this, the structure P arm and also Q arms are present. And where can we see these chromatids? Nothing more, during the anaphase stage. What is anaphase? See students, as you look at the mitosis stages, right, in the mitosis stages, as you see 4 stages, that is prophase and metaphase and anaphase and telophase. These are the mitosis, equational division. During that stages you can see these kind of structures where they are moving towards the polar regions, right. What is metacentric? As you see, they are V-shaped and they have the centromere in the middle of the chromosome, so that the 2 arms are almost equal. So like this, the different structure will be metacentric. And what is submetacentric? So they are L-shaped, and in this centromere is slightly away from the midpoint, so that the 2 arms are unequal. So as you see like this, one P arm as well as Q arm, like. Next, acrocentric, they are J-shaped with the centromere at subterminal position, so they are like this. Next, telocentric, they are rod shaped having the terminal centromere completely like this, terminal position like this. And here slight changes also, as you can see. So once again I will show you the picture. See, telocentric, acrocentric, submetacentric and also metacentric, students. I hope you are understanding, students. Now in this session we have discussed about the chromosomes and also shapes of the chromosome based on the centromere, and also we have seen the Sutton and Boveri, that is chromosomal theory of inheritance. According to them, what happens is nothing but equal reassortment is taking place, right. And also chromosome structure also we have seen. Inside the chromosomes, genes are present. Genes are made up of DNA. DNA is made up of the histones. Like this, continuation of the changes are taking place. Then what are histones? Histones nothing but proteins. Then what are proteins? Building blocks of the proteins are amino acids. Then what are amino acids? Nothing but nitrogen and hydrogen bonds. So like this, nitrogen and hydrogen combine together form a protein. Proteins are forming the histones. Histones in that forming the DNA. DNA forming the genes. Genes are forming the chromosome. Chromosomes are present inside the nucleus. Nucleus is having in the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is our tissue. Tissue into organ. Organ into organism. Organism into our body structure. Like this, very deep of that we can understand how the DNA structure is made up of. I hope you understand, students, right? So chromosomal theory of inheritance, mitosis and meiosis. In that meiosis, anaphase stage is the one where we can there is a possibility 1 is there, same equal number sharing, and another possibility 2 also is present, and structure of the chromosome also is present. Next, depending on the position of the centromere, four chromosomes are, we can see telocentric cannot be seen in the humans. So metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric and telocentric. So like this sizes also varying students. I hope you understand students. Okay, thank you.